Hey guys, how's it going? Jorge here from GamePlay.com. It's the new year, kind of no real games coming out next week or so, but we listened to you guys and we're taking a look at a couple of mobile games. So first we're going to start with Batman Arkham City Lockdown, available on iPad and iPhone. It's basically a Batman beat 'em up that's set up as a prequel for Arkham City. Batman is catching all these criminals to be put into the new super prison that is Arkham City. So the Joker, Two-Face, and the Penguin broke out of Arkham Asylum yet again, and now the mayor is fed up with it and says, you know what, screw it, let's section off the part of Gotham City and turn it into a massive prison. So you basically go from corridor to corridor doing these one-on-one fights, and you're swiping at the screen to do different combos and hitting the corners whenever you want to dodge. Very cool game, and you kind of have some backstory as to how Arkham City came to be, so you do get some background as far as what Mayor Quincy Sharp and Hugo Strange coming into the scene, which is pretty cool. The game itself, the game's actually made by NetherRealm Studios, the guys who make Mortal Kombat, and this is kind of their first mobile iPhone entry. The way the game works is that you'll play as Batman, and basically you're going to be in these one-on-one fights with various goons and criminals with these kind of unique boss battles at the end of each round. It comes off like a typical fighting game, and you'll be comboing using a variety of screen swipes. So left-right, this will be your left-right punch, and up and down would be for uppercuts and special moves, and then you hit the corners whenever you want to dodge. Very cool for the first probably 15 minutes, but you'll soon find out that the game pretty much just copy-pastes the same bad guy over and over again. So a lot of your fights are you doing the same exact thing over and over again. So you'll fight a guy, you do a quick combo, he'll rage out where you can't hit him and you have to dodge that move, and then you counter, and then you win, and then you go on to the next guy to do the same exact thing. And what you'll do is the overlay of the map is basically highlights different points in Arkham City that you can go to, and you'll just punch it there, and then you'll fight whatever the number of bad guys is. So every stage will give you a difficulty level and the number of baddies that are there. The cool thing to take away from this game is the boss fights kind of break the monotony of the combat. So you'll be, and basically it just changes up the gameplay entirely. So you'll run across Solomon Grundy where it turns into a big chase scene. So he's chasing you through sewers, and you'll be dodging and, you know, being cool and, you know, being like a ninja, you know, being Batman. Others, you'll be fighting Harvey Two-Face, and you'll be dodging his gunfire and throwing your remote control batarangs. You'll also be fighting Deathstroke, who wasn't in the previous Batman games, and it's his kind of first appearance in the Batman universe, which is pretty cool. So that's a pretty neat boss fight. But like I said, it's a very short game. You're looking at about 3 hours. The presentation is excellent. The voice acting is still spot on. So Kevin Conroy is still doing Batman, Mark Hamill is still the Joker, and the voice acting is still there. You will get tired of running into the same goon saying, "I'm going to kick your ass, Bats," over and over and over and over again. You're going to hear that line about 30 or 40 times, and that will drive you nuts. The game is sort of fan service. You do get like these downloadable costumes, and you'll be fighting as, like, you know, Year One Batman, Dark Knight Batman, animated series Batman, which is really cool, but there's really no replay value aside from just unlocking more stuff. You'll fight the same guys over and over again. The only highlight of the game, like I said, are the boss fights, but not enough to merit the $5.99 that they're asking for. So in the end, very cool game, but unless you're like the most die-hard of Batman fans, you can probably skip it entirely. You guys know what to do. Go on the bottom, subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff, and stay tuned. We'll have some other games coming up for you. Let's go. Bye.